where big money can be made with tax liens, and to get to that number of, say you want to live on 100 grand a year and have $1.5 million in real estate. So let's break down how tax liens can really help you achieve that with tax deeds. So tax liens, you're getting the interest rate, right? It's backed and secured by real estate. A lot of folks these days who thought they were set up for retirement are having to go back to work, or they don't have enough money set aside, or their millennial kids can't get a job. So they're having to come out of retirement to go back to work. So tax liens, remember, the same way human nature is at play. People, they lose their job. People die. People, things happen where they don't pay their taxes, and maybe they move away, or maybe they inherit a property. So the tax lien properties are generally in good condition because, well, compared to a lot of tax deeds. So with tax liens, you can pick and choose quite easily because the properties with tax liens, it's going to be a much lower barrier to entry. And remember, with this, when you're saying here, if the homeowner couldn't pay, remember, most of the time, the homeowner pays the taxes, okay? So what that means is 95% of the time, tax liens are going to redeem. So that means 95% of the time, they are super safe because you didn't really do anything. You spent a little bit of time, you researched, you bought the lien, say at 10%, and then when they pay you back, you get a 10% interest. And the county has done all of the work for you. They've sent the notices and done everything. However, where you can make really big money with tax liens is if you buy 20 tax liens, say on $100,000 properties. Okay, let's say each lien is $1,000. So this is where big money comes into play and how you can really retire a lot quicker with tax liens and deeds. So let's break down the math as far as kind of some home runs on a tax lien. So you buy 20 tax liens for $1,000 each. That's $20,000. So what's going to happen? Let's say it's 10% you're going to get on that. We can go to Arizona and get 10%, maybe in a smaller county where there's still some houses worth 100 grand. So what's going to happen? You are going to get a 10% interest rate on 19 of your 20 tax liens. Because 95% of the time you redeem, that means you're going to end up with one house out of that. So the way this works is when you foreclose on the tax lien, you get the property and the tax lien wipes out the mortgage. So that allows you to get a house